Jamie just came up and just by her feet and her out and said that she's not doing this today.
But she just like kind of went up, grabbed him by one hand and just like pulled him off. And I was like under his, like right here on his arm. And I was like, you know, kids like that, like you just don't. Like, I don't even grab my own kids like that.
On February 24th, 2023, police received a call regarding a behavioral interventionist at a school who had reportedly been aggressively pulling children off tables. When officers arrived at the scene, they began interviewing staff members who had witnessed or had information about her alarming behavior.
So, yesterday, I'm exhausted. I haven't slept. My mother-in-law is having open heart surgery right now. It's not looking good, so.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to add to it.
It's been a rough day. No, this already happened, and I want it taken care of, so.
Yep.
After the hall check, we were debriefing yesterday, just about everything, stuff that we thought we could do better, questions we had for you, different things.
Yeah.
And that's when my team told me, hey, just so you know, Jamie's kids by their ankles. What are you talking about? She's kids by their ankles. So that's when they told me that she put him off table by his ankles.
They say like how they were seated in there, or were they standing?
No, she was sitting in the cabinet like this,
okay.
crossed, and knowing he was laying on the table would be my guess. I didn't see either of these things happen.
The officers expected to interview the other women to find out how the incident happened.
So can you just kind of give me a synopsis of kind of what you saw, what you heard, kind of the situation here?
So Tuesday, I was laying on the table, and Jamie grabbed him by his ankles and pulled him off the table. And I mean, thankfully he's like stood up when he was getting pulled off the table, so he didn't fall or anything. But pulled him off the table. And then yesterday she was talking about how she was just done, her fuse is short, she just wants to quit, and pretty much says that, you know, we can get put in the crossfire pretty much of getting bit or hit or whatever, and she's just done with it because she had just gotten bit. And she grabbed him, like we were getting ready to, I don't even remember what we were transitioning into, but she just like kind of went up, grabbed him by one hand and just like pulled him off. And I was like under his, like right here on his arm, and I was like, you know, kids like that, like you just don't. Like, I don't even grab my own kids like that.
So is getting on the table, is that kind of a regular thing for him, like a typical behavior of his? Or?
Sometimes it is, but like I was working with him and trying to get him off, because he does really well with, like, if you just say, it's time to get off the table, and like if you talk with him and just like put your hands out, he'll put his hands on him and then like he'll climb off the table. But I was working with him and she was just like, no, and like just grabbed him off, and I was like, okay.
You believe that happened out of frustration?
Yeah.
Okay. So did he have any injuries or anything? Did you check on him?
Not that I could see.
Okay. How about on the arm?
Not that I could see.
Okay.
But yeah, she just like grabbed him by the arm and like pulled him, just like with one, like if I help them down, like I grab them by their side, like I just like put my hands here so that I make sure like they mostly put themselves like down, but I like help them down. But she just like went just one-handed, grabbed him off and like pulled him off, and I was like. And
so you're gesturing like kind of by like the tricep area, so
right
you feel it. Yeah. Okay.
The interview continues with the next employee who saw the incident happen.
Can you just kind of give me kind of an overview of kind of what you saw, what you heard, kind of what's going on?
So I believe it was either Tuesday or Wednesday of last week. I was in one of like our cabinets down at the bottom underneath the sink, and I was talking to her to get her out. Nonverbal, so it's hard to like communicate really with her, so you just have to like really like keep going and keep saying things. Well, Jamie just came up and just by her feet and her out and said that she's not doing this today, as I was the one doing it, so she like just took over. And I went and told Caroline right after that all happened, and then I was on the table laying down and she took him off by his feet.
And then was this on the same day?
No, it was 2 different times.
Okay.
And then she also has underneath the arm and like pulled him away because he was trying to get on the table, like just really aggressively, like pulled him by his arm, something that I think is just inappropriate, I guess,
Gotcha.
for a child. And then she just has made statements like she's going to blow her fuse, like she's going to lose it on these kids, that we need to handle it, she's not going to do it because she's going to lose it. We don't really do anything like physical with kids unless they're hurting someone or they're hurting themselves.
Gotcha.
He wasn't doing any of that.
Gotcha.
The officers go to the suspect's home to get her side of the story and draw a conclusion.
What's her name on it? Hello, call police. Hi.
Hi.
Hi, I'm here to see
Jamie.
Jamie.
She's laying down right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Just give me one moment.
Sure.
May I ask what this is about?
Oh, I need to talk to her about an incident that occurred at the school.
Gotcha.
Thank you.
One moment.
Hi. I just want to talk to you about the incident that's been going on at Van Buren. So before I speak with you, I just want to read you your Miranda warning. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have a right to an attorney before and or during questioning. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I have explained to you? Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to me now?
Am I ready to arrest or anything?
I'm reading your Miranda. Did you understand them, and do you wish to talk to me?
No.
You don't know?
Am I under arrest or what's...
So I would just need to talk to you, get your side of the story is why I wanted to speak with you. So this is about, we got 2 students at the school, and it looks like we got witnesses that has seen it. So I know you spoke with the principal, okay? Is there anything you'd like to add?
And I spoke with my supervisor too.
Okay.
Right afterwards.
So it looks like there's a few witnesses here. Looks like on February 21st, witness said they seen you pull table by his ankles, kind of like in a dragging motion, like dragging him off. What about, do you know who? Yeah? Could you describe him to me?
Tiny guy.
Yeah? Ethnicity, white, Hispanic? Hispanic? Okay. So what is your role in the class?
To assist with running goals and behavior.
Behavior? Okay. How do you deal with behavior?
In that room, because it's different with all of them, but that room's kind of chaotic.
Kind of chaotic? Okay.
Majority of the kids are constantly on the tables, constantly on the counters. Oftentimes I find myself being the only one going and getting them off the tables, or either verbally or having to wrap my arm around their waist and bring them down.
What is your policies or the way you're supposed to handle those? Like, is it just they're not listening? How does that look like?
Our first concern is the safety,
Yeah.
and to me, being on a counter or a tabletop is not being safe. So if they're not going to come down, I help them by picking them up and bringing them down.
And how do you help them? Like, could you demonstrate how you would do that?
I usually just wrap my arms around their waist underneath their arms,
Mm-hmm.
pick them up, and then set them back down on the floor.
Is there any other staff there around you that?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Why would witnesses mention that they seen you getting frustrated? I know it gets frustrating. I work with kids. I'm a school resource officer. This officer is a school resource officer. Sometimes it gets hectic and you get stressed out. How do you feel with work? Is it stressful? Is it fun?
I love my job,
Mm-hmm.
but since I've been in Van Buren, I have found it very frustrating because oftentimes I feel like I'm the only one addressing the kids, I'm the only one working with them while the others are sitting around the main desk talking. Since I've been there is no structure there. They just come in and do what they want and play all day.
Right. Have you ever made statements that you were just like ready to quit? And
Yesterday I did get over frustrated after I had helped one kid down off the counter. He turned around and bit me. And then another time he got frustrated and came up and hugged me and bit me again. Another kid was agitated and had run out of the class. 2 other staff went and got him, brought him back. He was still agitated and just running. And I was standing in the bathroom blocking the shelves because he was wanting to tear everything down off the shelves. And when he couldn't get to the shelves, he started and then scratched me.
yeah.
They're almost gone, but they're still. He stuck me all the way down. This is the only part where he kind of broke the skin.
And so
I got over frustrated. I mean,
right.
it's just like
Right. What kind of kids are you dealing with?
majority of them are nonverbal, low functioning.
Okay.
There's a couple that are higher functioning and still way beyond what.
You address it with staff that, hey, they're being physical, correct? Like the principal or your boss?
Yeah, yesterday I had expressed my frustration because, all those physical things had happened to me, and
It's a lot to handle. It is.
when you're getting attacked, you get frustrated,
Right. Right. And how do you deal with your frustration?
I tend to kind of joke around. After I've kind of taken a breather and stepped back, I kind of joke around.
So, I want to share with you that you've been explaining these before, maybe not all of them, but I want to let you kind of know what some witnesses were mentioning because I wasn't there. Looks like on February 21st, this witness observed yourself pull the table by his ankles. I overheard Jamie to get off the table, and when I looked over, he was laying on his stomach. She grabbed him by his ankles and pulled him off, like how you would drag someone by their ankles if they were on the floor. Have you ever grabbed physically?
If I couldn't get to up here around the waist, like right here, to kind of bring him to me so I could lift him appropriately, but I've never any kid by their ankles.
Okay. And someone could perceive the dragging be differently. Maybe like, was he on there? You said you grabbed him by the waist. Did you not drag him, or did you grab him somehow to get off? How did you get him off?
He was already on his stomach, and I grabbed right here to kind of just bring him closer so I can get under his arms and lift him back up.
So you grabbed him from waist?
Yeah,
Okay. And one hand, two hands?
two.
Two hands? Okay. Did you gently or forcefully? How did you grab him?
It's gently, it's never forcefully.
Okay. I have another witness, and they stated they believe it was Tuesday. I was laying on the table when she went up and grabbed him by the ankles. So another person said ankles to get him off the table. He was not dangerous. It was not just a situation to do so. Is that like something you guys do if he's a harm to himself or others, where you guys intervene physically?
Yeah, and
I'm asking you. I don't know.
kind of seeing that my definition of safety is far beyond what theirs is. I don't think being on a table, crawling around, or standing on it, or whatever is safe, especially after last week when the tables actually broke when they were doing that.
And also seen Jamie grab him under the arm as he was trying to climb up on the table. Another witness has stated Jamie pulled one of our kinders off the table by their ankles. This is now 3 people. Instead of helping them off the proper way. What is the proper way?
I'm not quite sure, because apparently their view of it is different than mine.
But yeah, what would they mean by a proper way? What is the proper way to do it?
I don't know, because I don't feel that what I've done is wrong.
So how do they do it? Have you seen anyone else do it?
They let it happen.
Okay.
And that's where, I was telling my supervisor today, and I often get frustrated because they are sitting at the front desk talking and or eating and not paying attention to the kids unless there's something major that they just happen to see out of the corner of their eye, then they'll yell at them.
And this witness continues to say she grabbed the kids by their arm in not the right way. She grabbed one off the table. And this was listed Wednesday, February 22nd, 23. While we were transitioning to our next activity, she grabbed his arm by her hand and took him off the table. Is there anything you want to add to what the witnesses are saying about ankles?
I don't know where it's coming from. She had crawled into the cabinet and her back was up against the wall, and there's another shelf right on top of her. And I grabbed her legs right here to kind of turn her a little bit so I could get up underneath her arms and help her out the rest of the way. I never grabbed her by the ankles.
And you say you do it by the waist, not by the ankles?
I never grabbed a kid by the ankles.
There's 2 events that they're talking about. You assisted them off table or out of the cabinet. By the waist, not by ankles? Okay. Alrighty. Well, is there anything else that you feel like you need to tell me or add? Okay, so I'm going to go back to the police department, and I'm going to let the investigating officer kind of know what's going on.
After a few hours, the decision is made and the woman will be arrested.
Hi. I was looking for Jamie. Hey, Jamie. How you doing? You do have a warrant for your arrest for the battery, so I'm advising you that you are under arrest. So if you'd like to come step out. Step out right here.
My phone? Oh no, my phone's in my pocket.
Step right here, Jamie. One face the wall.
They're under the bed on my side.
How are we gonna get them on you? So this warrant does have a $600 bond. I'm not sure if you guys are in a place to be able to bond her out, and she'll obviously be in the Canyon County Jail.
And how soon would that $600 get her out of there?
Be pretty quick. So I'm not the jail. Within several hours. I mean, she could be out tonight.
Okay.
Or early in the morning. Probably
I've
more like
never-
early in the
I've
morning.
never paid a bond
Okay.
before. I can walk in there with my debit card and pay it.
So
Or do I have to have
I don't want to
cash?
speak for the jail or a bail bondsman if you need to go through a bail bondsman. If you want to go through a bail bondsman, typically speaking, it's somewhere around the 10% range. Or you can pay the
It's
full
$600.
$600.
Yeah, I have $600
Okay.
cash. I can pay it.
Yep, so
I'm
you-
just saying, can I use my debit card there, or?
You just have to call the jail. So just give us 20 minutes to get her down there. Call the jail and ask them what their payment method is. They might charge you for a debit card. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay, so I have to call the jail, regular jail number.
The Canyon County Jail. Yep.
Can I jail?
And she can call you when she's there. She'll get free calls.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's not my first time in cuffs, so I know how to kind of adjust her. It doesn't hurt so much, but I connect with that one.
Uh-oh, what else have you been arrested for?
I have quite the record.
Uh-oh.
I
Good.
now have 14 years clean, but yeah, they were all drug charges. And
You're
I
clean
did.
though?
Good.
14
Good for
years.
you.
Good. That's not easy to do.
So I did prison time the whole 9 yards. So
I watch stuff here. I watch feet.
The suspect is taken to jail where she will be held until bail is posted.
You need help? No. We're gonna go
sorry.
straight. You're totally fine.
I have a bad hip,
Don't be sorry to me.
so it's not doing well.
You go straight over here. L5S1? Is that what you said? I have bad back, L5S1 also. So I feel your pain. If you want, you can stand it. You're totally fine. If you want to, you can have a seat. It's up to you. How much time did you end up doing total?
I did in prison. I did 2.5 years.
Wow, seriously?
In and out counting quite a bit before that. So.
Yeah. And it was only drug charges?
Yep.
Wow. How much did you have on you?
I didn't. I was under the influence. They had been watching us for a while, but because I had already had priors in another state, they were done, and they sentenced.
Wow. So you'd already had priors, and then they had you under the influence, so they just probate. Like you were on probation or something, or what?
Yeah, and I,
You had time over your head.
yeah,
Gotcha.
I had a warrant out of Oregon, out of Deschutes County.
Gotcha.
Yeah, the judge gave me the full deal, 2.5 years.
There.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
All right, I'm gonna go to Tampa and ask you some medical questions. What's your last name?
The behavioral interventionist was identified as Jamie McInville. She was taken into custody and arrested on suspicion of misdemeanor battery.